Hey guys, so I'm here in Qatar. I'm sharing to you a quick Facebook Live video. You're gonna see the recorded session already where I answered questions stemming from specific stocks, the Axelum IPO, certain questions about the charts of some companies as well, then some random questions all about business and investing, all wrapped up in a couple of minutes of Facebook Live session. So if you guys want to learn more about it, the video is coming up next. Check this video out. So hi everyone, this is Marvin. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a live recorded session. I hope it adds so much value to you, and I'm excited. No, it's 11 p.m. here in Qatar. I'm a bit jet lagged still. It's 4 a.m. in Manila, pushing towards 5 a.m. already. So this will be just 7 a.m., 8 a.m. just before the markets open in the Philippines, and enjoy. Hey guys, so it's almost 11 p.m. here in Doha, Qatar. I'm trying to fight off jet lag, so I get to adjust my body clock already to Doha time, because I'm gonna have a couple of events that will uh end late into the evening, no. The next sessions here in Qatar will be from 7 to around 10 p.m. So I'm adjusting my body clock because you all know in Manila it's almost 4 a.m. already. If you guys have any questions, probably I could answer 3 or 4 of them before I head off and do other stuff as well. Questions, especially if I can bet questions that I can answer without using the charts, no, that's one. But if you have any stock chart related questions as well, comment them below and I'll try to answer them also. The goal of this is just to add as much value as possible for you guys to be able somehow, no, to teach and educate most of you on how you can invest in the market. So yun, I'm gonna try to answer as much of it as possible. And now we have people who are joining us. Si Mako Juan, good morning. Kailan po yung Axelum? The order for Axelum finished last week. The IPO will be October 7. So for those who were able to subscribe to the Axelum IPO, it's supposed to be debited already from your account. Dapat last week na debit na dapat yon, and then once it gets listed October 7, it's supposed to reflect on your broker already. So for those who were not able to buy during the IPO, at least for the orders, you won't be able to get any allocation already prior to the IPO. So the next shot for you to be able to attend and get slots for the stock, or for you to be able to purchase the stock already, it's in the open market already, so it would be dependent already what the price will be after the IPO. So since the IPO is at 5, you have to check if it either goes lower or higher after the IPO date. Of course, we don't have any. It's hard to predict what the prices will be during the day, no, of the IPO. But what we do know is this: it's at 5 billion. It's not one of the lower prices. It's not one of the lower prices, but the same rule of thumb still: the lower the price raised, the lower the money raised, the easier for the stock to grow. Similar to what happened to Kept Wealth as well. Who else is asking? Next question we have Dan Di Maranan. Good evening, Coach. Hopefully, I can attend one of your seminars either here in the Philippines or here in the UK. Hope you can do a webinar for us as well. Sige, just for I'll send you a link. We're trying to get as much people either from the UK or the Philippines, or if not in the UK and the Philippines, I'm trying to see how feasible it is also to somehow do a an online course as well. Comment below if you're interested in that. But I was in London last year. We did a couple of sessions there in London, and it's not just actually a couple of sessions. We did technical, fundamental, and basic sessions as well. Marvic Deeson's also from the UK. Yeah, I was there. unbeknownst to many, London is one of my favorite cities. We also did our honeymoon there after going there. No, just to share also, we did our honeymoon. It was in Europe. We were so excited to go to France because syempre Paris, Eiffel Tower, honeymoon. But I personally like London more than France. For some reason, it was under the radar for me. We were so hyped and pumped up for France and Italy, but I ended up liking UK and Switzerland more than France and Italy for some reason. But syempre pagkain masarap, sobrang sarap sa Italy. Ang dami taga UK na ano na online ngayon, probably because in UK it's if it's almost 11, it's probably just 8 p.m. in the UK right now. So anyways, you have Sire Eugenio asking about BTC. What about BTC? Comment your specific question and I'll try to answer it from there as well. So yun, you have Bianca Carlos who's also watching and joining us. So there. By the way, no, I've been getting a lot of messages saying that the PSEI is a bit boring. As of today, the market as a whole, no, tama naman, is kind of not moving anywhere. No, I want to show you the chart so at least you guys get context as well. So this is the chart of the PSEI. As you notice, it's still moving in a sideways direction, but as you notice it also, it's not. It's now trying to challenge the support at 7714 or the 77 level. If you notice it also, you see the red candle there. It tried to intraday attack it and try to destroy it, but as you all know, supports are there because there's massive buying happening at those areas. The thing about that and the narrative about that also is this: should it stay above the 77 level, I believe the next range that it could possibly bounce from is 77 all the way back to the 200-day moving average, which is around the 7,900 level, and then for it to really solidify its movement up, it needs to go above to the 8,100 level. So there. Next, there's another question from Ian San Miguel. Off-topic question. A relative of mine wanted to work in Dubai. Can you please ask someone where to apply? I cannot read the next half of the question. No, I don't know. No, in terms of application, because I've never tried applying for a job overseas. But my suggestion is, number one, I guess since everything's online right now, best way to get a job is to apply online, find applications there. I've seen other Filipinos na ginagawa nila, they would try to go to Dubai and then try to apply and find jobs there as well habang nandun na sila. So those are two routes. I don't know if it's a good route to try agencies, because agencies also take a large chunk of agencies take a large chunk of salary of what you could possibly earn as well. And ngayon kasi, since you have the ability to leverage the internet, you have the ability to use the internet to somehow apply, I would suggest just leverage that. It's much easier to do it that way. Or another way to do it is you pass through connections, meaning people that you know, friends that you have that are from that area. They'll be able to help you as well. Okay, Richie Vere, it's around 9:05. Oh, tama, medyo tama yung it's 9:05 because meron kayong DST or tama, parang 2 hours ng difference here in Qatar. Anyways, Jennifer Perez is also watching. Gretzky is also watching us he's from Qatar. Michael what's this? Ekaldre asking for Meg. Sige, let's analyze Meg. But for those who are asking, I created videos on Meg, especially when it started to drop before when it started to go down. But sige, let's try to make videos for you guys. Let's try to answer it just for this video. So let me at least solidify the chart so you see it better as well. Okay, so basically, comment pala, please put a comment, Michael, if you are planning to buy or you own shares of Meg, so at least I could give full context of where we're coming from on this approach. But anyways, just so you get a full context of the question. So here's the chart of MEG. So if you see now the chart of MEG, you will see this basically. From a MACD perspective, it's pretty much bearish. From a moving average perspective, it's way below the very, very strong resistance of the 200-day moving average. If you look at it as well, the video that I created before, did this. Let me just try to draw the trend line and to draw it properly. It broke this specific trend line. So please remember this: when a trend line is broken, a new trend is forming. When a trend is broken, possible narrative is a new trend will form. So as you start seeing it now, this is how it's looking. No, it's below this uptrend. It's below the previous support that now is the resistance. Then it broke the 200-day moving average. Then if I'll try to put another resistance here, I could somehow let me try to plot it well. There, it broke past this also, and it's still at the midst of a breakdown. So it's below the 200-day moving average. It's below the 5 peso and 4.7 support level. So possible narrative, if it fails to go back to this level, it could possibly go back around the 4 peso level for the short term. So from a position trading standpoint for MEG, I really believe MEG is relatively bearish still. We don't have any evidence of it pretty much reversing. So goal is for you to just wait until you see it start to reverse as well. Alvin Vergas asking, strong catalyst po ba yung resumption ng operations ng Great Empire? How about MEG's chart? Is it in bounce play already? One key thing about MEG is that there's a green candle today, but we have to find evidence sana if it's really a solid support. Looking at the chart though, it suggests that there's still a larger support at the 4.1 level for the stock as well. So that being said, there's a possibility, there's a narrative that it would form as support at that level, but I'd like to see more evidence that it solidifies at that level yet. If it doesn't solidify yet, I'll wait up until it goes back to the 4.1 level. You have to remember this. When it comes to stock investing, the name of the game is patience. That if it's not really working for you, if the trade is not working on your behalf, then the way for you to be able to make money off of it is just to wait. The way for you to be able to somehow win is to exercise patience and discipline, not to do anything until the buy indicators show you that it's the best time already to start coming in as well. Next, we have a question from Willie Calmos asking, good evening, Sir Marvin, watching from Bahrain. I've never been to Bahrain yet, but I've heard it's also an interesting country here in the Middle East. He's asking about ABA. My question here, Willie, is that are you owning this for trading or investing? Because that's one of the first things that you would need to context every time you would make a trade. It's very, 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 very important for you to segment it. Is this is this stock for trading or is it for investing? But just so you know also from a chart standpoint, let me plot the charts for you. You will see this basically. So if I'll zoom out, you will see that the stock is holding the 200-day moving average, which is good for it from a position trading standpoint. One of the reasons why it's up, because it bounced from that level just more than 3 weeks ago. If you zoom in further, we would see that, hey, the stock is consolidating with a support at 0.88 and a resistance at 1 peso per share. So there's a possible narrative that it's sideways. There's a possible narrative that it's not showing us any signs of movement. So possible movement for this, if it does not hold 0.87, 0.88, it could go back to 0.76. But if it bounces off 0.88, it could go to 0.98 to 1 peso, breaks out from 1 peso, it could go to 1.08, 1.1 for the short term. So that's my context for ABA as well. So for Michael Elcarde, he commented that he owns MEG at 5.66. So yun, the movement right now, it doesn't suggest for Mega World that it could possibly reverse or go back as well. Ian San Miguel, thanks a million, sir. By the way, I got breaking the resistance yesterday, traveled to Canada first. Okay, glad that you were able to grab a copy of the book. Yeah, I hope that it's something that adds so much value to you. The reason why I create books really is, for me, books are timeless, and it's something that I know that YouTube is a space. The reason why I try to make as much videos as possible is that because uh, social media is a space for people where a lot of people consume, a lot of people try to stay in social media as well. Uh, as well, that people look, watch, and hear. So the reason why I do it is that the the more to grab a hold and grasp things that's positive, things that will create value, that will allow Filipinos to somehow learn the rudiments of investing. Because you have to remember this, and I keep saying this in videos: do not peg your financial freedom to what the economic conditions are. Do not peg your financial freedom to what whoever is in government, because no one will take care of your financial destiny more than you. It's on you. It has to be your responsibility. You have to take charge of it and for it. Yet, sisipag ni Coach kahit bukas yung event. Of course, it's and it, of course kasi yung event naman for tomorrow is for the people in Qatar. The videos here are for everyone to consume, and that's why videos are created, because for me this is a way for me to impact and create something that a lot of people can consume for free as well. Levi Germo is watching. Are you my relative? Michael Ricardo, you own MEG for the long term. My average is 5.66. Should you add more? Michael, my suggestion is this. If you're asking me to add more, it means that my suggestion, you need to do more research already also on the stock, because the way for you to succeed in this is that you already have your specific buy points, especially if you're an investor. If you're an investor, my greatest suggestion is you buy not based on the charts, but you buy based on the growth of the company, and you buy based on the valuations, and you buy also with full conviction that you know that you love the stock as well. For trading, you must not fall in love with the stock, but above and beyond that, not just falling in love with the stock, but also you should also note when you're supposed to get out, when the signals to come out start coming out as well. So there. For investing, you must fall in love with it. For investing, it must come to a point where you're fully convinced, even if everyone else doesn't want you to come in, you still come in. For trading naman, your goal is to come out whenever it's no longer in your favor to start coming out as well. So there. Joanne Andre, shout out sa akin, asking for green. Yortsky and Ed Diaf is asking for SM Prime. So, sige, let's try to do that. And maybe I'll try to end the video after those stocks as well. Let's look at SM Prime. SM Prime, no, for me, it's a very, very good textbook case as well. For those who follow technicals, it's a good way for you to know where the resistance is. But aside from knowing where the resistance is, it's a good textbook example of how a rounding bottom will look like as well. So let me show you how it looks, and then let's try to take it from there. So this is where SM Prime is. One of the sell signals that, for those who've been following trading and using technicals in one context or another, is basically there's a resistance at 37.8, 37.5, 37.8, that as you notice it 1 2 3 4 days already, that it's having a hard time to start breaking out from those levels as well. If you look at it also, the 200-day moving average is there, posting an area where there's a possible narrative where, hey, there's a lot of people trying to sell at that point in time. So possible trading plan that you can do for SM Prime is basically this. Number one, as it continues to fail to break out off of that resistance, that's already a take profit signal for a lot of people. That could, if failure to break out of that resistance is an area for you to sell and take profits as well. However, if it breaks out of that area, I really believe that it has a shot again to go back to the 39 and 40 level for the short term. Please remember also, if it breaks past a 200-day moving average, it adds a more bullish context to the stock. It adds a more bullish context of where it could possibly go, and that's how you could trade the markets. No, you don't have to forecast. You don't have to somehow guess where it will go, because everything you need to know is found in the charts as well. For green naman, what's interesting about that is this. I'll try to just to plot certain resistance levels. No, For green, there's a resistance at the 2.7 level, similar to how SM Prime looked like, no? So for green, you have a resistance at the 2.7 level. It's trying to form also some sort of a rounding bottom, but here in this area, it's trying to push up, but it just got blocked from the 2.7 level. It's trying to form its own higher high and higher low, but for this to progress, for this to continue to move up, it must break out from the 2.7 level over the short term. Most of the parameters are bullish already. Even MACD's bullish. Moving averages are bullish. Short-term moving averages are bullish as well. So, it really must clear the 2.65 to 2.7 level. But if it does, next possible narrative is it could go to around 3 pesos or to as high as 3.5 pesos per share, because that's where the next resistances are for the stock as well. So there, Julie DL, hello to you. Rovel Duran, Abu Dhabi, hello. Robin, who's from Morocco as well. Hello to you. Shout out to you. Abel Lasatin, and we'll end with this question. Abel is asking, hi Sir Marvin, is there a way to find out how much foreign buyers are on the IPO? Actually, you will already see it in the prospectus, no, that number one, they've already disclosed what are for institutions, and they've already disclosed also what are for retailers. So, yung hindi natin alam is dun sa institutions na yun, what chunk are for foreigners and what chunk are for local institutions, because you have to remember also that there's a chunk that will be for institutions here. When I say institutions, you have your pension funds, you have your bank, you have your UITF, you have your mutual fund companies that will also take a position in the stock as well. There are some IPOs that disclose that this chunk will be sold to foreign funds. That's why they do foreign roadshows. So context also, no, most of the time yung mga stocks that how do I put this? Most of the time, yung mga stocks na ina-IPO na sobrang laki, like you can expect this for the MPI hospital unit, there will be a larger chunk of shares that will be sold overseas as well. Kasi if the money that's raised is large, they need foreign capital to be able to somehow fulfill the amount that will be bought and sold for that particular IPO. So, there. I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much to everyone who sent their questions. It's always fun to be able to do this and to be able to communicate to all of you. And I hope that this video continues to help you and continues to give you a framework of what the market is, and it helps you trade the markets with confidence, because that's all I want. I just really want you guys to know what you're getting into, and to also help you that this channel, this Facebook page gives you the right context on how you can trade with confidence. So see you all tomorrow. Event will be at 6 p.m. here in Centara Hotel. I have the right understanding of what the market is, because all I want is to see more and more Filipinos be financially free, that you can be free, you can be rich, that your past does not define who you are. What you do today defines how you will win and how you will make money later on. Don't listen to the noise, don't listen to everyone else. Do you, do what comforts you, do what makes you feel alive, because at the end of the day, it's not a race. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. You do not have to see what other people are doing to make yourself successful. You be successful based on who you are. You be successful based on you hitting your goals as well. Never compare, because it will just make you jealous with people who are up. It will also make you prideful with people who are not achieving as much as you as well. So I guess that's it for now. Marvin Germo from Doha, Qatar. See you all again soon tomorrow. Post your comments if you have other questions, and I'll try to either make a video on it on YouTube, or if not in YouTube, I'll make a video on it for Facebook Live as well. For those who've been asking about Maya, we have a new video about her in YouTube as well. Napansin ko sobrang daming questions about her. So it's all in YouTube. Everything you need to know about how she was able to get a condo at 22 years old, even though starting pa lang yung salary niya, it's all there as well. So see you, God bless you guys, and have a great night ahead. For those who are from Australia and New Zealand, good morning to you guys. It's early morning there already. And for those from Manila, Russell Suniegos from Bulacan, good morning. Malapit na rin mag-umaga sa Manila. So God bless you all and good night. So did you guys enjoy the video? I hope you liked it. I hope it's something that added value to you. It added need, the content that you wanted, that will allow you and will propel you to push hard, push strong, and allow you to reach your dreams of financial freedom. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo showing you that there's so many ways to create valuable content for you guys to help you win essentially in the markets. So from Qatar, Doha, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.